Motivation is like a compass. It's not about having more compasses, it's about where it's pointing. Every human has motivation for anything, whether it's 3 AM runs or playing CSGO till 3 AM. As long as you're doing something, you have motivation to do that thing. Your motivation for watching this video right now is probably because you want to find out, well, what's this guy going to teach me about motivation? But before you found this video, when you were mindlessly scrolling, your motivation for scrolling was to just find something to watch and stimulate your brain. And I can't blame you, because I used to do the same thing. From around 13 to 18, I hated being myself. I wasn't good looking, I wasn't strong or tall. So of course, I didn't want to be Casper, the fat, ugly little kid with no skills, no talent, and no bitches. I would rather be somebody else. It was easier for me to play video games or scroll, because when I did, it was like I became somebody else. When I was playing CSGO, I wasn't Casper the fat ugly kid. I was the in-game leader trying to go pro with my teammates. When I was watching YouTube, I'd watch like Fitz or Swagger Souls or something like that. It felt like I wasn't living my life, I was living their life in their video. It felt like I was laughing with them. But in reality, I was still sat at home, alone, in my room, and I was still the fat, ugly little kid. My brain didn't want to be the real me, so it pointed me towards escapism. Anything that would make me feel like someone else instead. The weird thing is, I never half-assed any of those things either. Especially when it came to playing video games, I grinded like a motherfucker every single time. I'd do the bare minimum amount of work for school, but when it came to my CSGO team, I'd stay up till 3 AM watching the demos, practicing my smokes, practicing my flashbangs, making new tactics, and grinding for it. I had fucking tons of motivation to play CSGO. I didn't need more motivation in my life. I needed to redirect my motivation from video games to something else. But one day I was watching this angry, bald man on a podcast.
I find it amazing that people will sit there and spend all their time upgrading that character, making as much money as they can, getting the best guns, getting strong, getting some hoes, meeting important people, getting the best car. They'll do all that in a game, but they won't do it in real life. I find that incredible.
Look, I'm not here to glaze him, but that genuinely changed my life. Because at that point, I had spent easily 10,000 hours leveling up pixels on a fucking screen, and not once did I level up myself instead. In CSGO, I had the rank, I had the friends that I played with, I had some nice skins. In GTA, I was rich, my character was jacked, and I completed all the missions. But in real life, I was still me. I was still the fat, ugly little kid who was alone. So after watching that clip, I realized that my motivation was right. I should be chasing escapism. I should be escaping this life, just not in the way that I was before. My motivation always pointed me towards short-term escapism, making me feel like I was someone else for a few hours or minutes. But what I needed was long-term escapism. I hated the way that I looked because I was skinny, fat, and flabby. So it clicked in my mind. It's like, I could either play video games and be my GTA character who was jacked, or I could just become jacked myself and then not have to play as the GTA character, because I'd rather be me. And that goes for everything. If you're actually honest with yourself, you don't want to feel like somebody else for a few minutes. You want to become someone that you actually want to be for the rest of your life. It doesn't matter how much money you have in GTA. When you turn the game off and your computer shuts down, you're back to reality and you're back to being you. So why not just be someone that you want to be? I had to realize that for myself, and slowly I started changing all these problems that I had in my mind into quests that I could work on and I could improve and level up in. All my problems became things that I could escape by improving my IRL character and not some fucking pixels on a screen. It shifted my motivation from the short-term escapism onto the long-term escapism. And I'm so fucking glad it did. Like, I didn't become the next David Goggins overnight, but once I redirected my motivation, I started taking the right path into actually becoming someone I wanted to be daily. It felt like I started doing the right quest line for my life, and all the energy that I used to put into like building my GTA character on my CSGO team, I was just putting into myself instead, and I was getting the rewards. One of the biggest lies on the internet is that you need to get motivated or become motivated. That's not true. You already are motivated. Your compass points in one direction or the other. You just have to decide, where do you want it to point? Do you want it to point to the short-term comfort or to the long-term person that you could become, that you want to become? Sit down with yourself, get a pen, get a notebook, and genuinely ask yourself, why do you hate being you so much? Why do you want to escape your own life all the time? If you can get those reasons down on a bit of pen and paper, those are the reasons why you're so motivated to play video games and scroll all the time, which just means that if you start working on them, you won't have those reasons anymore. You're not going to be motivated to play video games. You're going to be motivated to just be you. Genuinely think about it. If you were jacked and rich, just like your GTA character, you wouldn't want to play the game for 8 hours a day. Like, sure, maybe you still want to play like once a week or something, just to drive around the town in a fucking tank, because obviously you can't do that in real life. But all the other times, you'd rather just be the jacked, rich person, rich character in real life, not the game. So try and get to that point where you enjoy your own life so much, you'd rather be you than a fucking pixel on a screen. I don't know how fucking ironic that just sounds, because I'm literally a pixel on your screen. But you get the point. Be someone that you want to be, so much so that you'd never want to scroll or play games anymore, because your own life is that fun. And look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not at the point where all the time I'd rather be me. There's still points in my life where I'm like, fuck this shit, this is quite difficult, and I'd rather be somebody else. But I'm much fucking happier than I was before. I don't need to escape into fucking pixels on a screen, because escaping my own life is much more fun. It's much more fun and way fucking more rewarding. I like being me, and hopefully you can get to that point where you like being you as well. It took me quite a while to realize how to redirect my motivation, how to stop rotting and just enjoy being me. And to be honest, it's probably going to take you quite a while too, especially if you're doing it alone. It is a very lonely journey because there's no one else really, no one probably in your hometown who's doing the same things as you, who wants to improve the way that you do. And it's so easy to get distracted and stray off the path. And I know that because I did it myself. I wasted so much time like going back and forth because I didn't have any accountability. When I tried to improve my life at first, I was doing it alone and I didn't have anyone to support me. And that's why I made my Discord. Because if you want to actually stop rotting and escape the shit life you're in right now, I will personally hold you accountable, support you, and show you step by step exactly what you need to do. Because I wish that I had someone just like that when I first started. So join the Discord, send me a DM, and I will help you go from short-term escapism to finally being somebody that you actually want to be. Or you can just keep scrolling like a good little NPC.